Yo! What's up? What's happening, my friend? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Hey, this is Chris. Hey, just pulled up, dropping the kids off at school this morning. And hey, come on in. Let's chit chat for a minute. Just real quick, my friend. What's happening? Welcome to the early morning 3 a.m. show where I share with you marketing, mindset, and motivational strategies to help you become the entrepreneur that God created you to be. And just really quick, I want to talk about the number one reason, my friend, why you are not attracting the success that you want. Number one reason why you're not getting what you want right now. So listen, you're an entrepreneur or someone who want to aspire to do greater and greater things in life. I got a really good content I'm going to share with you really quick right now. So really quick, what's the number one reason why you're not getting what you want? The number one reason why you're not getting what you want. And this is really good, especially if you guys are in business. I see this a lot of people who hit me up asking for coaching. A lot of people hit me up asking for training. If you don't know who I am, what I do, I'm Christopher Harrell. I'm a full-time online entrepreneur, and I help network marketers and coaches and consultants who are struggling to grow their business online, 2x, 3x, and 10x their profits using proven marketing strategies online. Plus, I show regular, every average day people how to earn an extra $500 plus a week part-time online using the internet with our fully automated online income system. So that's what I do. I'm full-time at this, and I get a lot of people hit me up asking for coaching, asking for training, and things of that nature, right? And one thing I've noticed is that everybody wants success to come their way quick and easy. Everybody wishes they can have success quick and easy. Everybody wants to get rich quick. Everybody wants to quit their job tomorrow. Everybody wants, everything just to happen instantly and overnight. Well, you know what? Here's the truth of the matter. The truth of the matter is this. Most people want things to happen. They wish for things to happen. They beg for things to happen. They pray for things to happen, right? But they don't get it. Why? It's because they're not doing the things necessary to get it. Here's the deal. The number one excuse people use that keeps holding them back is that people choose failure over success. Let me say that one more time. People choose failure over success. Why is that? You say, Chris, that doesn't make any sense. I don't choose failing. I don't want this lifestyle. I don't want to keep living paycheck to paycheck. I don't want my business to be struggling. I'm tired of struggling. Are you really? I had to ask, because we choose what we want. We choose failure, and some people choose success. And what do I mean by that? Listen, you choose failure by someone who's willing to stay in your comfort zone. See, you are afraid of stepping outside your comfort zone. You are afraid of taking calculated risks. You are afraid of investing in yourself. If you are afraid of doing the necessary work that produces results, or you are afraid to commit long-term to the success that you want to create. See, the number one excuse people make when it comes to them growing or changing their life or earning extra money or whatever, growing their business, the number one excuse people make is what? I don't have the money. That's the easiest, most overused, lamest excuse that we make. Now, why do I say that? It's because I know how you feel. If you don't have the money, I know how you feel. I've been there. I felt the exact same way, right? But what I found was that when I stopped making excuses, when I say, okay, if I don't have the money, how can I have the money? Because you know why? My why and my reason why I do what I do, the purpose behind what I do, is bigger than the excuse that I make not having the money. It's bigger than the excuses I can make not having the time. It's much larger than anything that will hold me back from the success and the results that I want. See, one thing I learned, especially about God, is this: you can pray all day long for success. You can beg God to see your success. You can plead with God to see your success. You can try to give offerings to get success. But unless you take the necessary steps to step out on faith, I was sharing this story with someone last night. But unless you step out on faith and take the necessary action to attract success in your life, you're only going to keep repeating what you've been getting. Why? Because faith without works is dead. You have to step out and take action. And people love making excuses. I don't have the money. It's a lie. Because you have the money. How many televisions do you have in your home? right? How much is your cable bill? How much is your freaking cell phone bill? How much are you spending on entertainment every single week? On going out to eat, going out on entertainment every single week. You have money. You have money all around you. If you do an inventory of your house right now, you can liquidate $2,000 or $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000 cash just like that. With TVs, with clothes, with electronics, maybe even with cars, right? You can get $5,000, $6,000, $10,000 just like that. But here's the deal. It's not that people don't have the money to invest in themselves. It's not that people don't have the money to change their life. People got money in savings. People got money in 401ks. I've been there. So that's why I don't take that excuse. I've been there. But here's the deal. People are afraid to step outside their comfort zone. People are afraid to do so. Why? Because they believe they're going to fail. Even though you can give them everything they need, all the tools, all the training, all the resources, everything, they believe they're going to fail. And it's not that people don't have the money, but what we do is this: we justify our reasons for failing. Like I said, we choose failure. We attracted by our thinking, by our decision making. See, you got to be willing to make a decision based off where you want to be a year from now, not where you currently are. See, too many folks make decisions based off their current circumstances. They look at their circumstances and say, oh, you know what? I don't have $10,000 in the bank, so I can't change my life. I don't have $10,000 in the bank, so I can't start a new business. I don't have $10,000 in the bank, so I can't invest and hire a new coach or a mentor or a trainer. You know, they look at their certain circumstances instead of making decisions based off where they want to be a year from now. See, that's the way successful people think. See, the difference between successful people and not successful people is the way we think. Successful people think, they base decisions off where they want to be and where they want to go, not off currently where they are, because they know you know what? I got to make a decision today, right now, today, if I want to be in a different place a year from now. See, and so many folks base decisions off where they currently are, and the sad truth is this: you're going to be in the same position a year from now. But the sad thing is this: you're going to be a year older, though. See, here's the deal: what you do today is going to be reflected 90 days from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, 5 years from now. And the only thing that's going to change for most people is they're going to be older. Now here's the deal. Since you're going to be older either way, right? If you make a decision to change and make sacrifices and do the necessary work and yourself to change, if you do it or not, what's the one thing that's going to be true? You're going to be older either way. So you're going to be older a year from now. You're going to be older 5 years from now, right? That's going to be a fact. But it's also what's going to be a fact. You're going to be in the same financial predicament that you are today. If your business is struggling today and you're not financially willing to invest in changing it, you're going to be struggling a year from now. If your life is struggling today, if you're living paycheck to paycheck and you got an opportunity to earn some extra income and you don't make a financial decision to change it, you know what? You're going to be in the same situation a year from now. Why? Because your best thinking has you where you are today. Your best thinking has you where you are today. So what does that mean, Chris? What does that mean, your best thinking has you? That means that whatever you have produced up to today, how much money you have in your bank account, where you live, what you drive, whatever you have, whatever results you have produced up to this point in your life, your best thinking in the past produced that, right? So just admit it, right? But here's the cool thing. That all can change, my friend. You don't have to stay stuck. You don't have to stay living paycheck to paycheck. You don't have to keep having your business struggling. You don't have to. You can make a decision today to change that. Why? Because your past doesn't reflect your future. What you've done in the past is past. We can't change it, so don't dwell on it. But realize that if I'm going to change my future, it starts in the present, and it starts by me changing the way I think. So if the way I've been thinking has not given me the life that I want today, where I'm not really totally 100% satisfied with my life, and I feel like that I haven't lived to the potential that God has put in me, I haven't taken advantage of the full life that God has given me to. I haven't taken advantage of opportunities that have come my way. I make excuses for not taking chances, for not stepping out on faith. You know, I like living in my comfort zone, even though deep down inside I hate where I am today. You can make that decision today to change my life. That's the beautiful thing, that you got opportunity to change today. But if you don't, if you keep staying in your comfort zone, if you keep making excuses, you keep saying what you don't got, you keep focusing on what you don't have, you know what? You're going to continue to attract what you don't have and what you don't like. Because you know what? You attract what you focus on most of the time. So if you focus on lack, if you focus on what you don't have, you know what? You're going to attract that. But if you focus on abundance, if you focus on surplus, if you focus on a life that you truly want, but you know what? you will begin to attract that. Why? Because your mind is going to have you start doing things to put you on that path to attract it. You're going to start investing financially in yourself. You're going to start working on personal development. You're going to start sacrificing the things that you used to do, partying, watching TV. You're going to start reading books. You're going to start going to training. You're going to start going to personal development seminars. You're going to have a mentor or a coach or a trainer. You're going to invest in opportunities that come your way to change. And you're not going to continue to do the things that you used to do that continue to produce the results that you don't want. See? I was talking to someone last night. She said, Chris, you make this sound so easy. I said, it is easy. I say it's not easy. I said, it's not easy, but I said, it's simple. I said that if you make a commitment to change, if you're consistent and you never quit and never give up doing work, it becomes easy. But it's not easy to change. Why? Because we love it. The comfort zone is your broke zone. The comfort zone is your struggle zone. And until you realize that, until you realize what separates the 3% of society from everybody else, you're going to continue to live in that 97% cesspool, living the average everyday life, just existing, not happy, right? And it's for your own, and it's your own choice, my friend. No one's forcing you to live that life. You're choosing to use it because of fear. You're allowing fear to rob you of your dreams. You're allowing fear to rob you of the joy that you could have. And here's the deal. If you make a decision and things don't work out, so what? You're not going to freaking die. People are so afraid of making decisions to change their life. It kills me. If you make a decision to change, if you invest in something and it doesn't work out the way you hoped it would, so freaking what? You're not going to die. But you know what? You're going to learn from it. And you're going to say, okay, you know what? I learned from this. Now I can use this next time. I'm going to do it this way. See, it's a beautiful thing. It's always, I posted this earlier on my Facebook. It's a silver lining in everything. There's a good in everything. Why? That's the way God created it. Every bad situation has a good in it. But unless you're willing to step out on faith, unless you're willing to invest in yourself, unless you're willing to make a decision to change and get outside your box, get outside your comfort zone, you're never going to get the results that you want. I promise you that. This makes sense, you guys? Hit the like button. Comment below. Let me know this makes sense. So, I just want to share that with you guys this morning. Hopefully this is inspiring. Hopefully this, motivates some of you guys to be willing to step out on faith, be willing to take action, and stop allowing fear to rob you of your joy. Fear will rob you of your joy. Fear will rob you of your dreams. Fear will keep you average. Fear will keep you broke. Fear will keep your business struggling. Fear will keep you living an average, everyday, boring life when God has created you to have so much more. But unless you are willing to step out on faith, don't expect for abundance to come your way. Don't expect for success to come your way, because you choose failure. You choose success by the actions that you take. And so, hope you find that valuable, guys. So like this, comment below. Let me know what you think about this. Go ahead and do that right now. Hey, how you doing? Morning. All right, my neighbor over there. So and hit the share button too, guys. If you know anyone else that need a pick me up, a kick in the rear end, that's why I teach all my clients and students. That a lot of you just don't know the potential God has put in you. You just don't know why you don't know what you're here on earth for, number one. But you just don't know the life that you could have. You don't know the impact you can have on others, because why? You allow fear to rob you. And you make excuses. And as long as you make excuses, reasons to be a failure, that's all you're going to ever attract. That's it. You can't justify failure. You can try, but you can't. So, like this guy, share this. I hope you guys find this valuable. If you guys want any information on what I'm doing to transform lives, to impact lives all across the world, just go to my blog at christopherharrell.com. A lot of information there. And before I let you go, guys, I want you to remember this. You two deserve to be free. Peace and God bless. And you just one yes away.